Did I miss anything else? Did I miss anything else? So no, I have covered all of these. So you can get like a variety, just play around with these. You can get a whole bunch of these entrance effects. Don't use something which is a bit too exciting, right? Don't use these kind of things. They are very, very exciting. Yeah, bit too exciting. So sort of avoid them. Uh, these are okay. These are fine. These are good, right? If you may have to present on an older computer, then it's always better to have basic. Yeah, all the older computers will be able to work on that. So make sure you see what you are doing, and yeah, you have a lot more exit effects also. All of the entrance effects will have exit effects also. You can have more types of path, right? So you have more types of path, like you have a bean shaped path, you can have a star path, so you have a star, right? So they are going in a path. You can have loop and a loop, horizontal figure eight, right? You can have a neutron spinning. So if you want, you can do something of that sort. Yeah. So you can have a heartbeat path, right? So you can just play around with all of them, but I always caution this, that the vast majority of them are a bit too exciting. So for professional reasons, try and avoid something which is very, very striking. Otherwise, you're just going to appear more juvenile. But yeah, by all means, if it suits your context, definitely use all of those animations, right? Remember, animation pane is your friend. So that's where you have to go to make sure all animations are fine, they are all correct. If that's not enough space, make sure to increase the animation pane so that you get a good view of the time. Remember, if your time is too zoomed in, you can zoom out of the time, right? So this is the scale on which these graphs are, okay? So here, the graphs are 4 seconds or 3 seconds, right? So 3 seconds is the scale. So 5-second scale, out of that, these are 3 seconds. So you can just choose to play from here and see what is happening, each one of them starting one after another, how they are, and things like that. So they are all starting on click. So you come to one of them, there's a small arrow that appears, come here, start on click, start with previous, start after previous. So you do that, and immediately it becomes a waterfall kind of a chart, right? If you don't want an animation, remove from here. Remember, removing from here only removes the animation, does not remove the object itself. So what will happen is your object will appear by default in the beginning itself, right? So this after previous, so 1, 2, and 3. So if you now take a look, so your first one will appear, second one will appear, and third one will appear. Okay, so just play around with all of them. A lot of potential, and yeah, plenty of different things to do. Okay, so questions. Okay, how to automatically play animation next slide, as into a transition. Okay, so what you can do is, you may want to have different times for different slides. So you come here, first one, go to transition, and then say advance after 2 seconds. Then next slide, advance after 5 seconds. Third slide, advance after 1, advance after 2, sorry, whatever. Or you can select all of them and you say after 2 seconds for all of them. Okay, and now you just click this and, sorry, come here, click this, and just sit back. It will keep on transforming one after another every 2 seconds. I'm not clicking, I'm not doing anything. It's just transitioning from one slide into another. Okay, it's just going on doing this from one into another. And you come to slideshow. You come to slideshow, right? So you can go ahead and set up your slideshow. I'll show you this later. You can go ahead and set up your slideshow the way you want to, right? And remember, you can also save this file as a PPSX file, PowerPoint show. A PowerPoint show will directly open in the show mode. I'll show you. Desktop. I've saved as PPSX. Okay. Close. Okay. Now there's a PPSX. Just watch. Sorry. It'll open directly as a PowerPoint show, right? It'll directly open as a PowerPoint show mode. Yeah. So this is good. I personally prefer to use this for a lot of situations because sometimes if you're in a very formal kind of a presentation, right, then you don't want to start like this. You don't want to start here. Then what happens is I've seen people will be like, oh my God, there are 56 slides in this presentation and things like that. Oh, there are this many slides. Why do you want to do something of that sort, right? So you don't want to start here. Once you have made the PowerPoint entirely, save a copy as PPSX on screen on the day you are going to present. Just have the PPSX alone and nothing else. Just have the PPSX. Okay. If you want a particular slide hidden from the show, fair enough. Hide slide, it will not show up. Okay. Just hide. So right click, hide. That's all. Right. Right click, hide, or right click, unhide. So either of those two things are possible. Now, you can also record a slideshow from here. So you can record from the beginning with a particular slideshow with your narration, etc. I'll show you how to record a slideshow in one of the future sessions when we are like wrapping up. Yeah. Okay. If we create a PowerPoint on 2019 with animations and all that, will it run smoothly on 2007? So if you create on 2019, almost all of the animations will run on 2007, with the exception of Morph. Morph will not play on 2007. Others all will work. Video making from PowerPoint, I thought I have covered earlier, but I will anyway cover that later also. So you can come into export from here, and you can just create a video, right? But before doing this, you have to have certain things ready. I will cover all of those, and then I'll show you how to do a final video. I think you had asked this question earlier, and then also I think I had said that this is going to be around the end of it. I think pretty much the last session. The last session, if you see in the slide, the last session is about presenting, right? The actual act of presenting. So if you think about it, slideshows pertain to the actual act of presenting, right? So everything about slideshows, all of the options around slideshows, I'll cover on the last session.